It's crazy to me that they released Joaquin as a 3/4. That's because they only take risks with cards that go in bounce decks and cards that might be interesting. If a new card's gonna add something like Aeroship to the game, giddy up, cowboy. Get ready to ride. I think I just want to do this, yeah? Why did they put Bill in the same location as Thor? That feels strange, yeah? Much like the United States, we've lost the right. Hopefully we can win the rest of it still. Think they're a tribunal deck? I feel like that would surprise me. And they're out of there. Okay. What are we looking to free get in this deck? Victoria Hand. Victoria Hand's a good free get target. Demon is fine. Iron Patriot's fine. Your Anti-Venom card is fine. Actually, this deck actually has a lot of good free get targets. I got really excited when Black Cat flipped up, and then I realized she's only 6 now. Sedge. I got a lot of pretty good anti-venom hits here too, yeah. Alright, so they're doing Spectrum stuff. Most notably, they are also a Luke Cage deck. That's kind of great, yeah. Got a couple of Iceman pop shots here, and a couple of demons, and 8 points in the middle. And my demons are 10 balls on the last turn, along with this Victoria, who's a 7. So I'll have 27, 30 points to spread out on the last turn of the game here. Can I snap them back? I feel like this is snap back territory, yeah? Hey, guys, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. We're still Firehairing. Not that she ever likes to show up early for us. Played 2 cards here. Is one of them Sam? I assume they snap just because they're locking up the vault, but I think we can compete the other 2. So, Spectrum on the right is 10 there, up to 23. And then there's no way they have something big enough to beat, because this puts me to 33 here. And then I go to 15, 18 in the middle. Yeah, I mean, feeling pretty good. I guess we could get shanged out of the ongoing deck. If we get shanked out of the ongoing deck, it'll be a little bit unfortunate. Oh, I didn't count Iron Man. Shoot. Oh, I didn't count Iron Man and they beat us by 1. Oh, that's so brutal. That sucks. It really sucks that they got to win this with so little points. I can't believe they stayed for my stat back and then only put 13 in here. It's so spooky. What a gamer. Oh, man, it's just really not my fucking day, chat. Apparently, my editor was late getting me today's video, and then I didn't check it for the Pokemon channel, and now it's broken part of the way through. I didn't, because I uploaded it this morning, because I was trying to get live, because I was running behind on other stuff this morning. Oh, life. Not sure which of these two I want to play to. We kind of need stats in both. I think we're just doing this. I have the ability to get White Tiger into the center potentially here still too, which is nice. Actually, do I do this? And then... I think we do this, because then I can White Tiger into Misery and just put cats everywhere, yeah? It's a shame the cats don't get powered up by Victoria, but I think that's fine. I could also just do this now. Is this better? This might be better now. Since we're good in the middle. Oh, it is 3 demons, isn't it? Okay, now that's funny right there. That's funny. They forgot that blowing up the Nico meant that they were gonna walk the Lady Deathstrike an extra location. It's a nice little pick me up after the day we've had. Hello, LOL. Is Firehair a good card? I would be very surprised if Firehair is a top tier card. Is my initial impersonation. I imagine we'll probably play with her from time to time on this channel because she has some neat build around requirements that is novel, but looking at the early stats, I am incredibly skeptical that she's going to be a powerful card. I think it's very unlikely. Too many moving parts. Is Agamotto going to be the only competitive card from this season? I think there's a good chance Agamotto's the only competitive card from this season, yeah. I would be surprised. I think Khonshu is probably going to be... I don't know, maybe his power level will surprise us. He's definitely got similar vibes to Firehair, though. Where it's like... he's got a lot of moving pieces, and you got to line up a lot of things to have him work out. He's a very novel design, just like she's a very novel design, but... it's hard to say her win rates mean anything because everybody's playing her. I'm not going off of win rates when I tell you I would be surprised if she's a competitive card. I am going off of my experience playing with the card feels like she's probably kind of inconsistent. She requires you to line up 3 different things, which is a lot of things. I'm playing this here just in case they tried to contest. Sylv, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I think Anti-Venom's enough to win here, or do I need to go 11? I guess the Warpath's not that good, yeah? Okay, I think I want to get Anti-Venom. We have a lot of good Anti-Venom hits here. Oh, and they're just not contesting us, so that's great for us. Can I get a Lady Deathstrike? I don't want to put Victoria here, because if I hit Lady Deathstrike next turn, I want to be able to Lady Deathstrike here. We might not have priority going into this turn, which makes the Wong scary. Yeah, I think they're going to be beating 10 here. Yeah, rip. It's kind of funny. She went through the ringer, gamers. Bojack is 10. Does this win the game? This is 10 and 9. This is 29, 22 and 29. We're beating every permutation of that, yeah? Well, our hand was really sweet. This is optimal, I suppose. to give them a white tiger is the problem. My misery is exposed to Shang-Chi. White tiger plus Karma tie is going to be a tough nut to crack. If this silly Mindscape wasn't here, we'd be able to go like Anti-Venom and then get to set up White Tiger into Lady Deathstrike or Misery on the right. Would have been sweet. Thanks, I think. Extra energy here is actually kind of great for us, yeah? This actually gives me enough energy to play both demons and do this, yeah? Dodge a Killmonger, we can dodge a ball. They'll be able to Lady Deathstrike Victoria. If they Lady Deathstrike Victoria, Firehair will give us another cat, which is fun. Absolutely cooked, holy. Like, I can't believe they stayed for my snap. Wait, how does this work? Does this kill both miseries? It might. It does? I think that's fine. I don't know. I want to watch it happen. I don't need, I'm only gonna get 2 cats out of this. This isn't Odin, gamers. A misery triggers twice technically, but this one goes away after the first one, right? So you don't get 4 cats out of this. We're gonna get 3 cats because Firehair is gonna make a cat. Wait, really? How does that work? How does that work? Is it because the second misery triggers in the middle? I don't know because of the fast forward. It's because the first mystery triggers, right? Because it had already queued them up. Oh no, this one, I'm right. This one's from Firehair. No, I'm right. This is the Firehair cat. No, I'm right. It's only two. My understanding of two cats from here is the Firehair cat went here. And we can tell by the cosmetic. Yeah. Yes. Understanding of rules accurate. Cool. Well, to set a low bar, this is less bad than the other Firehair deck we were playing today. Might even be good. This is pretty close to a deck we were playing previously that I thought was good. And Firehair and Lady Deathstrike and White Tiger are a fun addition here. Let's let some adverts roll. We'll be back in 120 seconds. Thanks for hanging out, gamers. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you enjoy us being back to daily Snap content, consider tap the like button on the live stream. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate the 45 folks that did that already. I need to put Kate Bishop in Collector Cache already. You probably are just going to want to spend tokens on her. They ran her in caches in January, which probably means she's not coming back for a little bit. They usually space the repeats. Hopefully whatever change they have coming this summer will make her easier to get. But that's still a little bit off. I imagine we're at least summer at the soonest. Oh yeah, I guess it does just take a while for things to cycle through in there too, right? It's like there's 100 series 4 or 5 cards. Even if you're checking 3 times a day, it can take you a month to get through them. Ugh, I don't know what their Academy rework's gonna look like, but hopefully it fixes some of those. It's not pretty. I assume we'll get the Academy rework before she return to caches. Yeah, me too. Firehair on turn 2. Excited for her to get Cosmo to Red Guardians. I think it's this. I don't get why you would just have a shop instead of letting you buy them directly, because the fear of missing out is a feature, not a bug. It's 1000% by design. Urvona's a little scary. That being said, I have Victoria on Onslaught Citadel, and I think we have a good shot to win the center here, yeah? Stegron looking very reasonable even at full market price. Hopefully we can avoid kicking the speed into the right. That would be not good for us. Oh. Push the button back. Let's do it. Says local man about to kick speed into Onslaught Citadel. Ooh, potentially filling them right is value too.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
I understand why they snapped. I think we're still good to go though, yeah? Oh, do we just Lady Deathstrike? That's so close. I feel like there's worlds where I can lose the middle if I don't play Victoria, right? Yeah, I think this is actually the better play. It gives me 23 here, and it gives me 8 extra here. Yeah, they're leaving either way, but... Does this beat Spectrum? Spectrum would give them 8, 10 here. Yeah, this is beating Spectrum. They'd go to 26, and we'd be going to 27. I don't think they're a Spectrum deck. I think they're a Victoria Ravona deck that we were playing the other day. But Spectrum's a card we can beat. I think this beats most things. We're going to 23 and 27. Speed gain 1 more 2. Yeah, that's how they get to 10. Spectrum would be 8, and then speed would be 2. Not a very good location for us. Really want to draw like Keep Bishop. I mean, that could be worse. And they've done nothing. You don't know why this deck isn't playing Valentina. I actually just don't have deck slots. She's a fine card you can play here. Works with Victoria and Luke just reasonably, but we're trying to fit in a Firehair package, which the Firehair package is essentially Firehair, White Tiger, Lady Deathstrike, and even Iceman to a degree. I'm sorry, what? Am I missing something here? Are they getting rid of the TVA? They must be getting rid of the TVA, yes? Okay. Looking for Lady Deathstrike or Misery here, 40%. Oh, they copied magic. They might be getting rid of the Eternals arc. Gosh, that's such a bad draw for us. You want to skip? No, I think I need an Iron Patriot card to have a shot to win this game. I think they Viper left. Maybe? It's a fair hedge, I suppose. Oh, is my end turn button bugged? I thought they fixed this. No, I think it's bugged. Yeah, it's bugged. Okay. Haven't seen that one happen in a little bit. I think they can play 3 things, right? They could play 3 things, right? What's more likely? They get 18, they get 15 here, or 3 things, right? I wanted to play Luke Cage because it lets me tie the 18 on the left. What just absolutely massive Shang Brain? Just... Are video gamers okay? I mean, I know they're not. Very clearly they are not. What a stay. By our dearest video gamer. Deep. That was originally a TVA game. Yep, good call out. That's nice. If this is neutral or positive, we'll snap because we have Patriot into Victoria Hand Demon. And Anti-Venom too. This hand's actually really clean in terms of curve. What was this doing? Double the power. I think we're still competing center even with double power Nico. I think that's better than shoving Iron Patriot into a random. Is it? Maybe I'm supposed to shove him in a random. What do we think? I'm gonna shove him in a random. There's a very, very small number that bite us here, but I think putting him in the random is better when Nico's gonna be going to 4. Well, I'm not 100% sure what an ideal Firehair deck looks like in general. I think I'd be surprised if it didn't look something similar to like this deck we're currently playing, and that like we're playing mostly reasonable Marvel Snap cards that just like happen to have some synergy with her on occasion and get value. They are getting a Destroyer, unfortunately. Really incredible stroke of variance for them here that they flipped into that, and then it was Asgard Besieged. Big sad for us. Oh, she doesn't copy anything. That's sad. What do we think? Do I wanna do this? I think I wanna do this. Not really much we could do this game. Eight's never enough to win the center, right? I could do this, but yeah, probably loses enough for the time that we should go. Yeah, if they were at 10 here instead of 26, we would be able to like have demon hedge here, and then like between this being 8 and the demon hedging here, we like can definitely stay. We might not even win, but we can definitely stay. I don't like locations like Asgard Besieged and Gamma Lab. I like Asgard Besieged and Gamma Lab from the perspective of they put locations in the game that reward players for playing to the board early. I don't like Asgard Besieged and Gamma Lab from the perspective of they make Shang-Chi a live card against my deck that otherwise blanks Shang-Chi. So I think it's good when there's locations that encourage you to play the board early. In that case, I hit Nidavellir. Yeah, I mean, I talked about that before, right? Like, a big part of Shang-Chi's... I wish Shang-Chi cared about base power in some ways, but there's so many modified things they want him to care about. Because I just hate how many locations turn Shang-Chi into, like, this cracked effect. He'd be a lot less offensive if locations didn't randomly pop up to let him auto-win games. Oh, are we playing a mirror? Something close to it. Do I do this so I can Lady Death Strike here next turn? I think so. Not sure copy 5 power Victoria is a game we can win. I haven't sapped us though, so we can at least see what Kate arrows we get. If we get like grapple plus Pim, we can go like misery grapple Pim over here. Grapple basic. Not the best, but not the worst either. Acid arrow would have been real bad. This gives me 16 on the right. However, their Victoria hand is 9 and their demon is 10. So I think we lose just based on those two alone. Destroy cards. I guess we are kind of doing that as we go, huh? I think it's actually lead on Hood, because lead on Hood means we can go Patriot into Demon Victoria. Do I snap them? I feel like I snapped them here. If I fill the Sacred timeline, I get another Victoria in my hand too. If you can't stay on turn 1 after you Loki and your opponent snaps you, why are you playing the card? Like, if it's not good enough, then I'm glad it doesn't seem like it's good enough, if I'm being honest, but snapping a Loki on turn 1 when you have a Victoria, you can give them Seamstress. Victoria doesn't buff cards Loki makes. Victoria buffs cards that are created in your hand, not transformed in your deck. Victoria is a really elegant design. She's very specific about what she makes better. It says so in her name. That's true, you know. Man, these grapple arrows in Kunlun have been really good for us. Kate's been on the ball with the Kunlun grapple arrows today. I suppose they could have Sam Wilson, but they didn't have him last turn, right? Order in the cart. I needed to end on Victoria, not end on Firehair. I'm gonna draw. Free gun be really sad now. All right, just a white tiger. Wait, why didn't she? Why doesn't she cost less? Oh! Because it was in Monster Metropolis. I lost the middle. Oh, I'm so stupid. That's funny. I was thinking we were competing for here. That's so funny. Yeah, I understand now. I've played this game before. Veiled Wanderer. Thank you for the 4 years. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Can we stay? I think we're cooked. I can, like, maybe talk myself into this, but I don't think that's the case. I would be 17 to 10. I guess if Firehair goes right, I could win. Sure. Oh, now I need Firehair to go left. No, never go to the right, Firehair. Oh! Oh, and I'm Lady Death Striking, not Miserying. In my brain, I was making 2 cats there. Okay, yeah, we're definitely supposed to leave every time, yeah. How's the new card feel? Incredibly underpowered. Really, really novel, but probably not very good. Neat deck building requirement. Probably an easy pass for sweaty gamers. If you're not a sweaty gamer, you'll probably enjoy her. Depending on what your threshold for playing sweet things is. Alright, well, we want points in the middle ASAP. I snapped the Wiccan deck that missed their draw and curve here, yeah. Should I do this into this? And then we could Frigga here and have extra energy next turn? Thanks, I think. Defining and mediocre. Yeah, I think defining and mediocre is probably about where I'd slot her in terms of my typical rating scale at the moment. You want Nico over Iceman? I don't know. I really like being able to play out Iceman super proactively. I also think Iceman's a super easy card to cut. This is slick, letting us get the acid arrow into here. I think this deck's also got some hand size issues. I think if you wanted to put Nico in this deck, you should not cut Iceman. You should cut the bad card. You should cut White Tiger. We probably still have plenty of stuff to do without White Tiger. I don't know that we've been hurt. I don't think we've been hurting for points. And dragging the curve down is probably good. There's a reason why all of the inked cards in here have a cosmic black border on them, and I declined to put a cosmic black border on the White Tiger. Well. Oh, does it work this way? Oh, me. I really hate all of the timing on that. I feel like it's so inconsistent, the order that things happened at the end of the game. Obviously, I should have stacked my cards there if it works that way. It's weird to me that Iron Patriot goes before this type of stuff, but this type of stuff happened before Sanctum Showdown points got calculated. I think is where that inconsistency in my brain comes from. Because with Sanctum Showdown, all those other things happened and then it tallied. So it's like, well, who's winning the location? Well, everything should happen, and then we should figure out who's winning the location. He also times to go before Athena. That's super weird too. I feel like the who's winning the location should be a separate calculation at the very end of the game. Or at the very end of the turn after all other factors have been accounted for. I mean, I think I'm staying. I have Luke Cage, so the tower doesn't bother me. If they're filling the left and not locking themselves in, that would be bad for me. I think this is fine, though, yeah. Lady Deathstrike wins the left entirely on her own, yes? I could also just do this and unlock my hand, and then this goes to 1 and this goes to 1. Then I have to fight for here, though. That's close. Playing the Luke out here exposes me to Red Guardian. But the way this works, they just don't have the penalty on them, yeah? So we're fine. I guess a high roll Raf card could kill us. They just think they can't lose the left here. M'lady? M'lady? And this is also kind of why I think... so, unironically... I think I'm ready to do a wrap on this deck and move on to the next one. But unironically, I think one of the most compelling things about Firehair is the fact that she gives you an incentive to play Lady Deathstrike. I think Lady Deathstrike is a card that's been incredibly close or actively very reasonable in a lot of metagames, probably even our existing one, with a lot of the things that she interacts with. And just like, this deck was already playing Misery in this core, and it's like, well, we're already playing Misery, and then we want a second enabler, and Lady Deathstrike's like a pretty good card that then is like also an enabler. Seems real clean and reasonable for us. So I think my change here at the end is White Tiger was just a little clunky and awkward, and I would cut her, and I would get Nico in the deck. It's probably the reasonable swap. I wanted to try White Tiger alongside the Lady Deathstrike and the Misery, but there were just too many games where I just had too many big things in my hand, and I think Nico's a pretty generically good card, and that was like my 12th slot basically. Was I had to give up Nico, but I think we do want her in here. Can you replace Anti-Venom? Yeah, probably. You lose a little bit of your cube equity / bursty draws, but just play another card that has synergy or shove another tech card in your deck. Something that's gonna get people. Put a Mobius or a Shang-Chi or a Enchantress or something in there. It's probably a reasonable spot to be.